Yesterday at 1 p.m. in the chapel, the author Ron Rash held a lecture for students and faculty. Ron Rash is the author of the fictional book, Serena. We have our reporter AMARIE at the scene.
Hi, I'm AMARIE with CAV-TV, and I'm here with
Ron Rash.
Okay, Ron, what initially influenced you to write Serena?
Well, I grew up in western North Carolina, so I've always been interested in the culture and the history of the region. And one of the most interesting aspects is when the fight to create the national park in the Smoky Mountains. And I always thought that'd be a very rich subject. And so ultimately, I decided that it'd be worth writing a novel about.
Okay, well, how long did it take you to write this novel?
It took 3 years. I worked harder on this book than any I've ever written. There was more research involved, and I actually just worked harder as far as I did 12 full drafts. I've never done that many, and it's a longer book, but it's one I felt was I believe, the best book I've written.
I'm here with
Scott Utterback.
Elizabeth Wachter.
What brings you to the lecture this evening?
We were reading Serena for my honors English class with Mrs. Tiller, so I came to watch him speak.
For a cultural credit for one of my classes.
What is your impression of Ron Rash?
I think he's a very good writer. He draws a lot of his writing from history and does a lot of research. Even though it's fiction, it's more of a historical fiction.
I think he's a really creative writer and has a lot of insight that can be seen through his readings.
What did you learn from this lecture?
That women aren't always what they appear. Serena was in the 30s and she wore pants and she broke the ideal of the housewife. She was more of the worker type.
I learned he has a lot of different themes that he used throughout the novel and how he kind of based it off Elizabethan type writings and how he wrote the book to mix now and then between each other and to show different cultures and how lands have changed. And
Mike Miranda.
like that.
The Sisters of Phi Sigma Sigma held a pie eating competition Tuesday in the bottom of the Slim Student Center. Here are some scenes from that event. Upcoming campus events is up next.
Good evening, I'm Kara Cooper here with your upcoming campus events. On Friday, November 14th, MCA will be presenting the Variety Show on the 5th floor of the Student Center from 7 to 9 p.m. This marks the first day of International Week, which runs through Friday, November 21st. On Saturday, November 15th, A Slight Ache will be performed in the theater building at 8 p.m. And on Sunday, November 16th, Alice in Wonderland will be performed at 8 p.m. Cultural credit will be given for both of these performances. On Tuesday, November 18th, the second annual Cavs Talent Show will be held on the 5th floor of the Student Center at 8 p.m. The winner will receive a $500 gift card for the bookstore to put towards their spring semester books. And finally, on Wednesday, November 19th, you will be able to make your own personalized street signs as part of Hump Day sponsored by SAB. This will be held in the Jefferson Lounge at 11 a.m. That's it for this week. Stay tuned to CAV-TV for more of your upcoming campus events.
Many who attempt suicide never seek professional care. According to the Save.com, suicide is the cause of death to 30,000 Americans every year. Last night in the Culberson classroom, the Residential Hall Association held a suicide awareness meeting for students. Campus police led the meeting and also discussed the causes of suicide. The suicide awareness meeting discussed attempts to prevent suicide, such as talking to others about their depression and not drinking alcohol during depression. Well, that's all we have for you for this week.
Thanks for watching.
Stay wise.
Are we done?